Good evening and welcome to the Financial Report. Some regional banks in the United States suffered losses over suspected customer fraud, triggering a sell-off in regional bank stocks. Nasser Karim with more.
Tumbling bank shares pulled global stocks lower on Friday as signs of credit stress at U.S. regional lenders unnerved investors and drove them into safe haven assets. European banks fell in early trade following losses across Asian financial stocks. Overnight, U.S. regional lender Zions sank 13% after disclosing it would take a $50 million loss in the third quarter on two loans from its California division. The stock of another lender, Western Alliance, slumped 11% after it initiated a lawsuit alleging fraud by Cantor Group 5 LLC. Cantor's attorneys denied the allegation. The developments pummeled U.S. banking stocks, with investors having concerns about the quality of loans issued by U.S. banks. Zions Bank, which is about $89 billion in assets, said in the filing with regulators that it found misrepresentations and contractual breaches in commercial and industrial loans to two borrowers. Western Alliance, which has about $87 billion in assets, said it also made loans to the same borrowers. Scrutiny is rising on the quality of loans that banks and other lenders have broadly made following last month's Chapter 11 bankruptcy protection filing of First Brands Group, a supplier of aftermarket auto parts. The question is whether the hiccups are just a collection of one-offs or a signal of something larger threatening the industry. Foreign exchange and commodity analyst Jasper Lowe said the money involved is relatively small, only in the tens of millions of US dollars, adding that the US government can rescue it with their eyes closed. However, JP Morgan Chase CEO Jamie Dimon recently issued a cockroach warning, saying that when you see one cockroach, there may be more, so you should be vigilant. Nazri Karim, TVB News.
Asian shares were largely down following Wall Street losses overnight. Japan's Nikkei 225 fell 1.44%, tracking U.S. losses. Uncertainty over the choice of a new prime minister also weighed on investor sentiment. Conservative lawmaker Sanae Takaichi was elected to head the ruling Liberal Democratic Party. However, last week's collapse of its coalition cast doubt over whether she would garner enough support in the lower house of parliament to prevail in a vote expected next week. Takaichi has led efforts to form a new alliance with the Osaka-based Japan Innovation Party, which would improve her chances of becoming Japan's first female prime minister. In Chinese markets, shares fell as trade tensions with Washington intensified. Hong Kong's Hang Seng Index slumped 2.48%, while the Shanghai Composite Index slid 1.95%. South Korea's Kospi closed nearly flat, erasing earlier gains amid optimism over progress in trade talks with the U.S. The Hang Seng Tech Gauge closed the week down 4% to 5,760 points. It's also a sea of red among European stocks. The FTSE sheds 1%, the French CAC eases 0.18%, German DAX meanwhile pairs 1.64%. Currency exchange: Hong Kong dollar rates is trading at 7.76 against the greenback. British pound at 10.43. Yen at 5.16, 100 Hong Kong dollars will get you 91.72 yuan. Canadian dollars 5.53, Aussie dollar 5.03, Kiwi dollar 4.45, and Euro 9.07. And that's Financial Report. Thank you for watching.